Session, we are going to learn about Java tokens. So what are the Java tokens we are going to learn here? A token is a small unit of a Java program. Token is a small unit of Java program. And tokens are also called as the building blocks of a Java program. So tokens are also called as building blocks of a Java program. Why? Because in a Java program, we will have all these tokens. So the tokens we can divide into some categories. What are they? Like identifiers, keywords, data types, variables, constants, or literals, and operators. So whenever you write a Java program, that Java program will have all these. So that's why we call them as a tokens or small unit of Java programs, right? So now here we have to understand one thing. So the first thing we are going to discuss about identifiers and keywords. But before that, let me tell you something here. So whenever you are writing a Java program, so this Java program contains some words. You can think like some words. So Java program contains some words. So the words which are given by the Java language or the words which you use on your own. So the Java program will have two types of words now. So the words which are given by the Java language are called as keywords. The words that are given by you as a developer are called identifiers. So these two are very important for us here. So a Java program is made up of some set of words, and those words we call them as identifiers and keywords. So keywords are the words provided by the language. Identifiers are the words given by you and I, or as any Java programmer can give on his own. All right. So now let us try to understand what are the identifiers here. All right. So now here we will try to understand what are the identifiers. So an identifier means the one that we use to identify something. For example, we identify the people by names. In a classroom, students will be there. They may be identified by the teacher by the roll number. So like that, we identify the things in this world by something, right? Yeah. The same way in Java program, we give names to some of the things. So that is nothing but identifier. So an identifier is a name that we give for variable, method, object, class, package, etc. So these are the names only that we give for variables, methods, objects, classes, and packages. All right. So what are those? We give some examples here, okay? For example, how you declare variables or how you give names to the variables. For example, here int employee ID equal to 1001. So here we are using a name, something like employee ID. It is a name. So that is a name which we are giving for the variable, okay? So it is a variable. And then we will have something like this as well, like string employee name. So it is also a variable. And in this, you can store any type of name. For example, like Raja. So the same way, you can also declare a variable like this, double employee salary here, like 45,000 to 3, something like this. So now what are the identifiers here? So these are the identifiers: employee ID, employee name, employee salary. So these are the variables, right? So then I will create a method here, method. So for example, I will create a method like this, void add int a comma int b. So this is a method. So in this method, the method name here you can see like add. So this is the name of the method. So that means we can understand this method does the addition operation. For example, here I'll declare one more method like public student get student info. So this is also a method. This method name is here get student info. That means by the method name, you can understand like this method will return the student details. All right, so this is how you declare the methods. And here, if I take object, how you create an object. For example, employee Suman equal to new employee. So the same way here, like manager Arun equal to new manager. So now here, these are the objects. Suman and Arun, they are the objects. So Suman is an employee, Arun is a manager. So that's how we can identify here. So these are the objects. The same way, you can also create a classes. So for example, if we want to create a class, yeah, you can create a class like this flower. So this is a flower class. And I'm creating one more class here like computer. So this is a computer class. Both are totally different, right? So here the flower and a computer, they are the names which we are giving for these classes. So that way, the identifiers are nothing but names that we give for variables and methods and the objects and the classes. So this is how we can say we can recognize or we can identify what is what exactly here. Okay.